what is these costumes? No. Oh, original music? Let's try the original music. All right. Welcome. We're looking at Resident Evil 4 Remake today. Welcome. I think my settings might be a little too lofty, a little too aggressive, but we will see.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. That night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky.
Welcome.
I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
So tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
Let's just say, looking for someone.
That someone must be very important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
You have a strange sense of humor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just between us. A lot of people have gone missing around here.
Oh, I gotta get my TikTok brethren up here.
Well then, should be just another day in the office, right?
Settings might be a little lofty or a little too aggressive, but we will, like I said, see. We will see. We will strike a balance some way, somehow.
I think this is it.
Nature calls, huh? I'll be right back. Qué frío.
¿Te has bebido el bar entero? You smoke?
Vaya sitio más tétrico.
This is the Legion Go 2, Lloyd.
¿Alguien ahí?
He sure is taking his time. Did he fall in? touch the car. Wouldn't want to get a parking ticket.
So much for helping me.
There we are. 27. God lordy. Alright, I hear you. Yeah, this ain't your typical, Yeah. This one's a little rough. What does that do? Still at 30? It don't feel like I ain't do nothing. What up, Aliverse? What up, what up, what up, man? Let's save that. Import. That's fine. Import this. That's fine. And here we got, what is it? Oops. I can't believe it. This a 30 FPS game or something? It's only using 81% of the GPU, which tells me something's off. Obviously, we can probably get more with the res. Then we go to 1600 by 1000, and then we keep it at balanced on the FSR. Maybe a lot of these physics-based stuff is probably gonna have to get shut off. We only use 83%.
How far could he have gone?
I'm doing good, Aliverse, doing good, man. Got some stuff planned for the with the kids this weekend, so we're gonna be getting out the house a little bit. But now I'm just playing some games, testing out some stuff, trying to see if I can get some good settings for this game. Might probably want to rush to the village scene. Right now, it's all over the place.
Anyone home?
I was hoping for 45. I don't like this mod. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Then we're gonna start messing with the settings some more. This seems like problematic, to say the least.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía. You know a key?
Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the follows. Thank you. Thank you. This is not the Go one. This is the Go 2. Legion Go 2. It is Z2 Extreme, 32 gigs. What case am I using? I'm just using Comfort Grips. It's not a case. They just call it the Legion Go 2 Comfort Grips. You can check them out online.
Man, that stinks.
Does the Ally X run Rust good? I haven't played any Rust. I don't know if that game is paid for or free. But I'm pretty sure it'll run it. Just how good, I'm not sure. Like they want you to use VSync with this one. Like the VSync hasn't been working properly on Resident Evil games. Super dark.
Hey. I read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
Let's give it all the power right now, because then we're gonna try to dial it back. Once we get to settings, that makes sense. Man, it's gonna take forever. Okay, Legion, what's going on with you? Slow as molasses today. You gonna work or no? Huh. Interesting. Still waiting on you, buddy. It's like non-responsive. Something's... I might want to restart this log, just in case something feels off. We in full screen mode, so nothing should really be running. So I'm not sure what's causing the slowdown there. Anyways, let's keep going.
What was that? No fucking way. This just keeps getting worse.
What's up here? Next up, we're going to be looking at the Xbox Ally X. Then we're going to go to the Steam Deck and then the Xbox Ally.
Hunting in here. What's your sit rep?
The president's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
The location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up. Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are. Gotta go. Talk later. I'll let myself out.
This game is clearly way more demanding than any of the other Resident Evil games. Clearly more demanding. I see how big of a deal that we're sitting here pretty much at 40 at 35 TDP though. Let's see if we were to remove this here, see how good that changes anything. Not as much as I was hoping. We are at 80%. We are at interlaced. All right, let's keep moving. How much for the locks? Let's see. Oh, you can't change it. How much did you get for your Legion Go? How much I pay? I pay a regular price. I bought it day one from Best Buy, so it was the original price. Trying to figure out if FSR is better or if I should just go down the scale or like the image quality scale to 60 like I normally do. It doesn't even like it's even giving it a good impact. So if I was to go to that and go to 100% and go to FSR and go down to balanced, I think it looks better. Perform better, I don't know. It's got to be something with the mesh or I wish I could turn HDR off. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Or you don't like HDR being on for my videos. Okay, so we got 35. Yeah. Let's see. That's just modeling. Might have to turn down something on the motion quality, like the corpse physics, but down and they're not even on yet. Rain quality, that doesn't matter right now. Terrain probably might something we want to turn off, or at least lower. Destructible, and I still want to keep that on. Lens flare, and still want to keep that on. Lens distortion, turn that off. Depth of field, resources, I want to keep that on because I don't want shadows to be disappearing, but it might be a pretty significant decrease. Like right now we're looking at nothing, but we at 34, right? But if I was to go back out after my future settings, nothing changed. But if I look this way, we get a performance increase, or at least we did a little bit. Like depending on what we're looking at, it's like whatever it's got to draw out, it's gonna cause issues. So that means that it's probably gonna be problematic when we start getting some people on the screen as well. Is it your best handheld so far pertaining to battery life and fan noise after long sessions? Nah, I think that the Ally X got a beat on fan noise. I don't know about battery life. Battery life is pretty similar. I haven't like pushed it to the limits yet, but I feel like there could be something to that. Maybe potentially the LIX lasting a little bit longer, but Legion Go 2 on paper is supposed to have a bigger battery. It's not the Steam Deck. Does RE4 look laggy on yours too? I mean, it's at 35, but no, it doesn't look laggy. It's not an online game, so I don't know what that means when you say laggy. You mean input latency, Eddie? Input latency is based around the frame time. So 60 FPS, if that's what you're normally used to, then it's going to feel or look laggy to you. But it also could be just streaming versus what your your actual TV or whatever you're watching on is set to. But no, it doesn't feel laggy to me, I suppose. The input latency is low or higher, got more milliseconds between each frame, but that doesn't equate to smoothness. It's more of the choppiness due to frames jumping up and down. So 30 FPS versus 60 FPS, you're going to feel a difference. But if you have a smooth frame time, it's not going to feel choppy or non-smooth, I suppose. We're gonna put that to the test, Chan. You said your Ally X be running everything max. That's hard to believe, but I'm happy for you. I'm trying to figure out like what would be most impactful to like the processing load, because that's what it feels like, but it's not, even though we only at 88%, so the CPU is acting like it's not doing nothing. So let's try this. Let's try to go to a Jesus, this thing is taking forever. I feel like I should restart it. Like, there's something going on, like I don't know why this is like poorly being. I'm gonna restart it. Appreciate the follow. Thank you, thank you. Is it a boy Baker? About Baker? Appreciate you, appreciate you. I'm gonna restart this whole little thing, man. Something's up. We're going to be testing the Xbox Ally X next, and then we will go to the Steam Deck, and then the Xbox Ally. We got to get our settings first, make sure we got a good experience. That's what I usually do, and then we go to the next device, using those settings as a base. Sometimes, most of the time, we have to lower some of the texture stuff on the Steam Deck and the Xbox Ally, but most of the time we can keep everything else outside of resolution, of course, the same. But we will see once we get there. Right now we are having a little bit of a hard time getting to a good 40, which is surprising, but we're gonna keep working at it, see what we can get to. Yo, my Legion Go 2 finally arrived. Nice, nice, nice. Happy for you, man. It's a great device, especially if you can get it for the right price. Where are you? Oh, I don't even know why I did that. I could have just went to it. Anyway. My Xbox Ally X first impressions will be dropping either today or tomorrow. And I will be posting that on, obviously, my YouTube channel. There is plenty of stuff over there for you guys to check out if you're interested. Of course, I got a bunch of videos all these optimizations. We recently just wrapped Pragmata, so that's on the channel. We did Cyberpunk 2077 across all 4 devices. We got more to come. Mouse PI for hire, that was just posted too. Main story. Continue. Yeah, I got the old price. I'm lucky that my local store still had 1 unit. Nice. I feel like you hit the jackpot with some of that. What? Bruh. Wasn't we just at like 30? I knew something was off. The thing was too laggy. It's like it was like 2 instances of the game or something. And when I meant lag, I mean the actual, like, this portion of it. Like, why was it so slow? You know what I mean? Anyways. Okay, we got some pretty decent performance now. We just gotta go to this. We gotta go to the let me check my settings, make sure I'm at the right ones I wanted. 1600 by 1000. Okay, we're still there. Full HD. We on balance. Got high. We low on the mesh and shadows though. SSAO. We got that. Volumetrics, particle, lighting quality. Got that. Screen space reflections are off. Resource intense, we still got those. Okay. We are at 35 TDP. I might switch that down to 25. See what we can get it to. But this ain't bad so far. Ain't bad at all. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the infamous village. So we can stress test. Bro, you that trash? Yeah, we on. Yeah, buddy. My only issue is I can't open AMD software no more. That's probably because you got drivers sent from you. From Windows. They broke it, but they fixed it recently with the updated drivers from Lenovo. So just go to the website and download the new drivers, the new graphics drivers, and the AMD software will then get prompted to update, and you should be okay. But you gotta, I think they haven't pushed them to the Legion space yet, so you gotta actually go to Lenovo support. Come on, man. To get the new drivers.
Damn it.
Yeah, the support.lenovo. That's, and then download the drivers. So you gotta make sure you oh shoot. You gotta make sure you're actually using on the model, the correct model too. So just make sure you put your model number in or whatever. I believe it's like the 87 something, but just make sure you download the right drivers. But they're on their website, the support .lenovo, I think. but it broke it for a lot of people. It broke it for me. Initially, people were fixing it by downloading the Xbox Ally X drivers, but then they finally pushed them. Woo-wee. We are here, fellas. We are here. Can you show settings? Oh yeah, I can show you the settings. We're gonna be taking a look at the Xbox Ally X here next. Just got to get to a place where we can start testing, which we are at a place that we can start testing at. But here are the settings as of now. Like, these are just the settings right now. They could possibly change, but right now these are the settings. I don't have HDR on or anything right now. 1600 by 1000. Our refresh rate is at 144 hertz. Frame rate is variable. Full screen VSync is off. We have full HD with cinematic resolution. We are no ray tracing. FSR is set to balanced. We are at image quality of 100%, which all this stuff is grayed out because you're using FSR anyway. Texture quality is high at 0.5. We are texture filtering at ×4. Mesh quality is low. Shadows low. Shadow cache is on. Contact shadows is on. SSAO is on. Not at fidelity. CACAO, which we might be able to get away with, to be honest, but we're gonna leave it off for now. Volumetrics is lighting is mid. Low particle lighting quality is low. Bloom is on. Screen space reflections are off. Subsurface scattering off. Hair strands is normal, which you got to do at the main menu. Can't change them in the game while you're playing the game. Graphic dismemberment is on. Persistent corpses are few. Corpse physics are still high for now until we kind of go test and see if it's problematic. Diverse enemy animations is on. Motion blur is on. Rain quality is high. Terrain is on. Destructible environments are still on. Lens flare is on. Lens distortion is off. Depth of field is on. Resource intense lighting quality is still high. That kind of changes the dynamic of the lighting, and I don't like his glowy hair, so we're going to keep that on high. Resource intense effects quality, we put that to low. Don't really care much about that. And these are the settings. Right now we're at a 35 TDP. We're gonna have to test at 25 from now on. It's too high. Normally you don't lose much of a performance if you go from 35 to 25 because literally they like the same. They're you're not getting much out the chip. I was past 25. So all right, let's go to the Xbox Ally X. We're gonna actually run around a little bit just so we can get some footage of us messing with the villagers, seeing their interactions, stuff like that. Hey! Get off me. Lusty. I am going to target 40 FPS in this game, so we're still doing pretty good with the 40 FPS target. If you want 60, you're just going to lose resolution, and I don't recommend it. But you can. We are lowering to 30 right now. We had a few drops below 40, but I think once we actually start to lock the frame rate, I think we'll smooth out overall. But we're not gonna lock it yet. I'll just see what that performance level looks like. And I really don't care to win. Obviously, I'm trying to test here. So don't judge my game quality. It's not meant for that. Oh, about the melee on. But not so bad, honestly. For what we doing. She gutted me. I am on the Lego Z2 Extreme. Alright. We're going to try that again on the Xbox Ally X. Oh, we gotta take some pictures in case they don't keep my settings, because I'm not gonna remember all of that. One momento. They usually keep my settings, but recently they've been tripping. They ain't been keeping my settings or nothing. All right. Let's go to the next device. Thoughts on the AYN Thor? I don't own one. It's King, so I wouldn't know. All I know is that they seem to be Android devices. That's still a maturing platform. So they're running on ARM. I feel like they have a lot going on there. So as time goes on, it might become more intriguing. But for me right now, I could care less. And that's not saying that that's not good. It's just more so like I have gaming devices. I don't need my Androids or my ARM devices to run games. If I got a system that can run games, so I think everything is neat though. Everything's neat. Everything has a purpose. I just right now I don't really have a reason to want one. I think the small aspect of it all, like, you know, making handheld smaller is what really gets me, like, I guess, excited, because I want the handhelds to get back to the PS Vita sizes and stuff like that. It's just like I mean, I'm so used to Steam Deck now. It's like, what's the point of me trying to go smaller? And I don't even like handhelds that have small screens. So I'm just like, I don't know what's the value add for me right now, outside of it just being neat. So that's what I consider it. It's a neat device. Hopefully that doesn't sound like I'm dismissive, because I'm not. I just, you only got so much time in the day. I'm already testing 20 devices. I ain't got the time to be thinking about it. Everything else. Got to pick your lane, I suppose. All right, let's go ahead and play this. Is it the AMD VGA driver? I'm not sure if it's called that. I think so, actually. It might be. But as long as you're on the support.lenovo page, I'm trying to pull it up, see if I can see it really quickly. Let me see. Pulling it up. To see if I can My warranty. No, cancel. I hate how their site is set up. It's like it won't just show me my devices, so I can just hurry up because I like put it on there, but it's like a weird. It's a freaking weird site, man. Oh, there we go. My products. So the Lenovo I have. Why is it not letting me go? Yo, this site trash. It won't even let me click on the freaking thing, dude. Okay, let's just go to driver and software. It's such a crappy site. There we go. They finally let me click on it. Yeah, Lenovo's like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air when I'm using my LIX. It is like night and day difference of like actual support. And I thought Asus was trash, but no, Lenovo is the worst. So if you go to your drivers and software, and you go to manual update, and then there's an option there under Legion Go. Mine's is the 8A SP2. If you go under there and then you go to display and video graphics, it's going to say AMD VGA, and it came out, AMD VGA driver, and it came out April 7th, 2026. I think it's 404.61 megabytes. That's the one I downloaded. That's the one I installed. Appreciate the follow, James. Where's my show? There we go. Is it capped at 40? Let's not do that. No cap. Okay. Options. The only thing that's going to change on this one is we're going to go to 1600 by 900 versus 1600 by 1000. And they did not keep my settings, which is very annoying. So let me pull up my thing. Have I tested it on Crimson Desert on the LIX? I have. It's like 35 FPS using my settings. They're optimized for what I like though, so you can check out my Legion Go 2. It was pretty similar to my Legion Go 2 performance. That is posted on my channel to check that out. I use the same settings though, so you can check that out. It will make an appearance in my first impressions, so you can see like the quality level, but that's like later today. If you want the actual settings and stuff, you will need to go to my channel and just look it up. All right, we were on balanced. Next up, we got high, low, shadows were on, contact shadows are on, ambient occlusion is SSAO, volumetrics were mid, particles were low, bloom is on, screen space reflections is off, subsurfacing off, hair strands were normal. Persistent corpse were few. Oops. Graphic dismemberment. I don't know if I put anything for that. Oh, that was on. Persistent corpses is few. Corpse physics were still high for now. Diverse animations was on. Motion blur was on. Rain quality was high. Yeah, rain quality was high. Terrain was on. Destructible was on. Lens flare was on. Lens distortion was off. Was it? Oh, I did turn it off? Okay. Depth of field was on. Resource lighting intense was high. Resource intense effects quality was low. Okay. That's where we were at. Appreciate the follow, James. Thank you, thank you. Now, normally I have over the last 2 games we played, Cyberpunk and Pragmata, the the Xbox Ally X was like 8 FPS higher. And then when they went to 1080p, it would match the performance of the Legion. Here, I know we're at like 40. It's clearly doing some shader compilation, so I can't really test it right now. I'm gonna let it play a little bit, and then we can talk. But does seem to be potentially going to get a little higher than the other. But not so much. Not so much that it matters. Looks like anyway.
Here we go.
What the? It's going to stutter because it's doing shader compilation. I just started the game and I did not allow it to. I don't know if it had like a shader compilation step, but it's clearly going to be a little bit different just due to the fact that it's loading shaders that the other system had time to load. So, got to give it a little time. What? Do I got any Hellfighters? No? Why did I come in here? I could have sworn I had it upstairs. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. We are at 25 TDP. There is no CPU boost. They both have RSR on. Resolution is 1600 by 900.
Here we go.
Hold that. Hold that. Sir? Can you close this door? This was the room.
kidding me? It's my lucky day.
Buddy coming through. Wasn't it a shotgun up here? Oh yeah, I missed it. Oh snap! Yeah, my bad. I thought this would be performing significantly better than this. Yeah, Kanai. Sometimes our expectations and reality gotta align. But I always have high hopes too.
Holy shit. Here we go.
Dang, they keep making me use my knife. Thanks a lot. Oh, that it fixed it. Nice, nice, nice. Happy to help, man. Happy to help.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's my lucky day.
This guy coming in, it's ridiculous. Give me my shotgun. And I'm about to throw this hand grenade.
There you go.
Oh my god. Hold that. Hold that.
Let's see you climb this.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Get out of here. Hold that. Woo. Oh my god. Not you. Bro, get down. Herbs. Oh, I should have mixed it. Dang, they all up in here. Wait, how is the chainsaw man in here? Oh, I'm cooked. I'm dead. That's alright though. What, he behind me? How he get in there? We're gonna do one more, but we can really just move to the next. It looks like it's gonna be fluctuating at 41, 42, but it can definitely get up to like 60 at times. So I don't think that it's going to bottom out anytime soon, which is good. I think a 40 FPS lock will be sufficient, and we will be able to, I guess, play it at that performance level at 25 TDP, 1600 by 900. The only other thing that I would think about doing is boosting it up to 1080p. And letting it run like that. Even though it might be a little bit more taxing, I feel like 1080p is like,
Here we go.
unfortunately, 1600 by 1000 on the Legion Go 2 is sufficient. 1600 by 900 on the Ally X doesn't look the greatest. It's not as stable of an image as I would like. So I do tend to go to 1920 by 1080, but the good thing is that the Ally X's additional performance tends to allow it to still perform in that way that the Legion Go 2 can't match, which is good. I'm not saying it can't match it, it's just more like it's just pushing more pixels. So 1600 by 1000 is like a really good sweet spot, even though 1600 by 900 is supposed to be, but the screen size plus that resolution makes stuff blurry. 1080p is a good spot. I mean, we already still are using FSR though, so that doesn't help. But yeah, that's what I've been noticing, is that difference. And as you can see, the 1080p didn't really impact it all that much. Now it does get that way in taxing areas. You're going to see like, but I guess the value behind my settings is that I always try to go for a realistic performance target.
You could be kidding me.
You can't be expecting to play these games at 60 FPS on the go, man. It's just not. It's not the reality. But I do understand that some games can get there. This game can get there, really. It's just at what cost? It's too much. The cost is too high for what you're actually going to be getting back. Like, if I'm just throwing on frame gen, throwing at the lowest resolution of performance, it's like, am I really getting a good experience, or am I just trying to hit a frame rate target? Is that frame rate target even worth it? Most of the time, the answer is no. So, what was I finna do? I was going to, I pressed the wrong button. There's some health. Oh! I gotta go. Bro, stop with the stabs. I gotta get out of here. Move, move. Oh, I'm dead. Oh! It's a serial reel of my man with the chopper. He crazy. Anyways, we can move on to the next device, which is going to be the Steam Deck, which usually punches above its weight simply because it's on Steam OS. So I'm looking forward to seeing that performance level, and hopefully we can get to a 40 FPS experience that's pretty decent as well. But we're going to go ahead now and switch to the other device. Up to you on whether or not you want 1080p or 1600 by 900. Obviously, 1600 by 900 is a lot far less pixels. you're going to have more stability. But I do think that you can target 40 FPS and get away with it and be fine. It's really only when you're trying to go up to 60 that you really want to start talking about, okay, is this frame rate, if this resolution is worth it. So here are my settings as of now on the Xbox Ally X. We had 1920 by 1080. Refresh rate is 120 hertz. Variable on the frame rate. Display mode is full screen. VSync, I do turn on typically for the Ally X, unfortunately, just because 40 FPS is not in its VRR window, but the additional frame insertion that they do at the lower frame rates really helps out, but it ain't gonna help with tearing. So you do want to turn on VSync, but more importantly, in these Resident Evil games, leave it on because and set a target, because they don't really do VSync well. They don't really help. They don't do the VRR well. So I leave it on for these games in particular. But on top of that, because I'm shooting for 40, the window for VRR is 48. Not really ideal to be having it fluctuate outside the VRR window often, or locking it outside the window. So turn on VSync usually helps with the Xbox Ally X and the Xbox Ally if I'm targeting 40. Most of the time I can get away with letting it fluctuate though, but I'm targeting 40 on this game. Cinematics resolution is full HD. Ray tracing is off. FSR2 is at balanced. We have you don't have to worry about any of that. Texture quality is high at 0.5 gigs. We have texture filtering at high at ×4. Mesh quality is low. Shadows is low. Shadow cache is on. Shadow contact shadows are on. Ambient occlusion is SSAO. We have volumetrics at mid. We have particles lighting quality is low. Bloom is on. Screen space reflections is off. Subsurface scattering is off. We have hair strands at normal. We have graphic dismemberment on. We have persistent corpses at few. We have what is that? Corpse physics. Yeah, we have corpse physics still at high. We have diverse enemy animations are on. Motion blur is on. We have rain quality at high. We have terrain at on. We have destructive environment on. Lens flare on. Lens distortion off. Depth of field on. Resource intense lighting quality is at high. Resource intense effects quality is at low. And that's what we have here for the Xbox Ally X. Now, you can see that this was performing slightly better than the Legion Go 2, even at 1080p, but definitely better at 1600 by 900. Like I said, I chalk it up to just better optimization coming out from the graphics drivers, from ASUS, from BIOS updates, all that good jazz. I do feel like they are doing a much better job of getting that stuff, getting the more performance out the Z2 Extreme. The Z2 Extreme has more legs in it. And I do value what they're doing on their end. So that's pretty much what I chalk it up to. Let's go ahead and move to the Steam Deck. Oh. And close it. Gotta close it, let it save. I have the Rogue Ally Z1 Extreme, and I think buying the Xbox Rogue Ally, you recommend it. You got the Z1 Extreme. And you trying to buy the Xbox Rogue Ally. Freaking hate springtails, bro. It's the worst. I ain't never had nothing like this happen ever. Now I got these old nasty little dirty bugs in my house. I had to get something to get these. This junk is annoying. Anyways, um, bro, I love my Xbox Ally X. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm glad you're enjoying your device. I am happy for you. All right. What do you mean is installing? That's not true. And why am I looking at this? Supposed to be at the Steam Deck. Is it really still installing? If it's installing, we gotta do something about that. Really? Is it still installing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you need to hurry up. Bro, give me the Steam Deck. Y'all be bold with it, don't you? I'm be bold back. You don't get your tail asking for handouts. Is you crazy in this economy? All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this one. Wait, why is it not working? Oh, it's on the other one. Shoot. Okay, well, that means I have to okay, I'm gonna have to do this then. I'm gonna switch it. But this one definitely needs to hurry up. Like, I don't have that much time, and it's still transferring. Like, come on, you should be downloading. You should be finished by now. That's crazy. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at Resident Evil 4 on the Steam Deck. Now, don't be surprised when this mug is capable of a lot, but it's very low price. Now, we might have to do some tweaking on textures, but my settings usually are very achievable when it comes to Steam OS. So I'm hoping that we still get that same result, but we will see. Appreciate the follow, Tim. Why I don't hear nothing? Audio. It's definitely not the dock. The heck? There's literally no sound. I don't know. Why is there no sound? We're gonna just go ahead and restart this thing. Y'all got any plans this weekend? How y'all feel about Asha? I don't even know if y'all have been paying attention. Asha been trying to get Xbox to be respected again. I like her. I think she got more of a business mind than anything. And honestly, but she ain't slow. You know how like, you got a business mind, but you don't respect the user. Like like you might be capable of making money, but in the long run, your decisions won't really make you money and grow the brand. It will just make you money. I feel like Asha has a key sense of like, and I'm talking about Xbox, the new CEO. I feel like she has like a key sense of like what is valuable to the end user, but what's also valuable to the business. Because regardless, she still got to make money. She still got to like, you know, she still has to make the Xbox division valuable, but she don't got to do like everything they ask her to do. And that's probably like I feel like that's the only difference I'm seeing with her. That's the only difference I'm seeing. It's kind of like yeah, let's just make common sense decisions. Let's not rebrand Xbox to Microsoft Gaming. Let's not do silly stuff like, you know, make Game Pass just too expensive. Let's not make it seem like we don't care about this consoles anymore. Like, simple stuff. Very simple, straightforward, not too crazy. I think this dock is really just messing up my stuff. It was just working fine. All right, let's try it again. That's the only one. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, you know, she's not like doing anything crazy. She's literally just doing the common sense stuff that people have been asking for. Like, actually get a strategy in together. Don't just wing it. You know what I mean? Don't just make decisions and then be like, hide your hands when it's go bad. Don't call everything an Xbox. You know, it's like simple stuff. it's it's like simple stuff. You know what I mean? Does Resident Requiem work good on the Steam Deck? Actually, it does. Can you run it on high graphics? I mean, you can run it on my settings that I made, 404. So you just go check out my YouTube channel. If you think it look good, it look good. If you think it don't, don't. All right, let's go to my options here. 1280 by 800. Oh, they have presets on this one. Do they have presets on all of them? They probably did. I just didn't notice it. 1280 by 800. Refresh rate 90. The frame rate is variable. Full screen. Let's see. We're on performance. Need to go back to balanced. 800p. You might want to be at quality, to be honest. But we'll see. We're gonna go down to 0.5. We're gonna go to 4 times on that. We're gonna stay at mid. Ambient occlusion is gonna be on SSAO. Low on volumetrics, which I think that's where we were at. Let's see. And then we have ambient occlusion. Contact shadows, yeah. We had that. SSAO, volumetrics were mid. Particles, low. bloom on. Screen space reflections off. Subsurface scattering off. Hair strands normal. That might be too much for them, but we gonna do it anyway. Graphics memory is on still. Persistent corpses is few. We got let's go high on the graphic on that. Let's do still on. Rain quality high, terrain on. Why do you want to turn it off? We gonna turn everything on until I feel like I can't. To get the depth of field on, we're gonna keep that high. The only thing I would change, yeah, we still got space. We'll see. Maybe I'm doing too much, but I don't think so. Options, we are at balance. This mod might chug at 30. May not be 40, might be 30. Totally fine with that too. You guys can do what you want. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can see the chugging. The chugga. Chug. GPU tapped at 99%. CPU at 67. Which tells me we can get away with some stuff, to be honest. Might go down 2 times on that. Oh no, we was at low on shadow quality. Why was we at mid? And mesh was low. Tripping. Right? We had mesh at low. We had shadows at low. We did have SSA on, which is what we're going to keep that on. Biometrics was low. I don't know, it was mid. Particles low. Oh, we was, ooh. Gonna keep that on. Motion blur, we're gonna keep that on. Lens flare, we're gonna keep that on. We're gonna turn this to low. That's the one compromise we're gonna do. And then we're gonna actually compromise on I don't want to compromise on SSAO. We might want to compromise on SSAO and leave the high fidelity this on high. Because then it doesn't keep that glow effect, which I hate. I am targeting 30 FPS, which is what I usually do for these, for Steam Deck and the Xbox Ally. This is a very
Keep coming.
By the way, the Steam Deck is much lower in volume than the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. I cannot stress that enough. The Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X has probably the best sound quality, period. I don't know. I just feel like it's not even close. Like, that's at full volume.
You gotta be kidding me.
My Steam Deck wants my. What are you talking about, Night City? What are you getting at right now? You know what's crazy? Requiem runs better than this. At least the part I was at.
Here you go.
Bro! Bro, he is moving too fast for me. So there's 2 chain guys. I knew it. Something was up. I was like, is it 2? Jeez. Go, 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 go. I don't have anything. I need to go into some of these buildings, but... Buddy. Alright, we get it. Let me knock that down real quick.
See you climb this.
Oh, you can make stuff, can't you? I never went and got the bullets, did I? I didn't. I just want to let y'all know respectfully, you can play at 30 FPS, and I beat the part. So we're gonna quit, and we're gonna try to what I want to do, and I feel like it will, is if I lock it to 30, the additional resources will keep it at 30, where I don't need to like mess with the settings anymore. So let's just test that out real quick. We're gonna use our per game profiles because Steam is amazing, and we're gonna just lock it to 30. And I do think that we're going to be able to keep a steady 30. And I was trying to find like a more intense area. I don't know if it's like the whole game gonna run okay, because I know there's other areas that even worse than the main. I believe it's like the village. So that's another problematic area. So it may be some additional tweaks that need to be made, but for the most part, trying to get a solid, 30 FPS experience overall, you should be able to do that. Can you stab people from behind or no? Oh, you can. She had 3 gunpowders? Oh yeah, you gotta get the scrap. That's the difference.
Here we go.
Bruh. No. Oh, with that. Where did I find the thing to make the... I don't even remember where I found it. Gotta keep the dismemberment on. Got to. Knock it down. Oh, knock it down. Dang it. If only I had a what's in there? Ooh, velvet blue. Ooh, we got to see about what we can do about some of these drops. All right, we survived again. Okay, let's go to the next system. We gotta do something about the drops though, so we're gonna have to check that out on the Xbox Ally. See if there's any opportunity for us to, you know, be able to just leave the settings alone on there, and maybe we gotta just do it on the Steam Deck. But we will see. It seems as if it was getting to that point when we started to get a little bit more dismemberment, a little bit more animation on the screen. Maybe we got to reduce our animation to just, you know, one, or sorry, more so the change that the animation setting. Maybe that's the one key, on top of lowering the physics for bodies. So maybe that's the two things that we can do to kind of keep it in line with the CPU. But we will see. Let's go ahead and, oh, we had an update? We do. Okay. Gotta do that too. And I'm gonna do that right now. Gotta make sure we are keeping it fair. Apply any weird software updates. Anything that would make it better. It says security and stability updates though. It's nothing about performance, but all right, now we're gonna check it out on the Xbox Ally. Oh, I might have to watch back the footage. I don't remember what we changed. Jeez, I don't remember. Oops, got the show. Wait, what? Wait, what? Where is my frame time counter? I know I did it. What the? What about MSI? MSI. How y'all gonna have one but not the other? So I guess I had one but not the other started, so apologies there. But we're gonna have to restart because I'm in Windows desktop mode, so I gotta make sure my settings are right though. Control Shift. It's not doing it. What the heck? One momento. Close that out for now. Global setup. I said close that out for now. Plugins. Key. Go down to setup. Bruh. Yeah, toggle on screen display. Control Shift F. Control Shift S. Okay. So why is it not working? All right, let's go back. Restart. I switched it over to River Tuner as my performance metrics, but this one still doesn't allow me to get a good read on the GPU utilization. It's like GPU 1 instead of the GPU utilization. So that might be a little bit off, but I prefer their frame time and their frame counter than Rogue Allies. And plus you guys can see it a little bit better. So regardless of that flaw, because it's basically not going to let me get the actual GPU utilization, I still want to use it. So that's what I was trying to do there. Appreciate you answering him, Garcia. Yeah, I'm just using OBS Studios, got a camera top down, and I'm just recovering my 4 handhelds. So nothing too crazy. I don't even do no overlays. I just got a camera and OBS shooting down at my PC table with my handhelds. Or my PC desk. What was it recently? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't even put my little game logo up. I guess that's okay. Please play Dead by Daylight. I don't know if I got that game. Is it free? Dead by Daylight? Let's see. Dead by Daylight. Is it free? Let me go to Steam. Oh, it's not free to play. I think they offer free weekends or something. Alright, we should be at the right settings. We just did it. So let's go through that. 1600 by 900, 120 hertz on the refresh rate, frame rate variable. Display mode is full screen. VSync is on. Cinematic resolution is full HD. Ray tracing is off. We have fidelity FSR 2 at balance. We have textures at high, texture filtering at high, but they're on 0.5 gigs, and then the other ones at ×2. Mesh quality is low, shadows is low, shadow cache is on, context shadows is on. We have ambient occlusion off. Volumetric lighting is mid. We have particle quality, lighting quality at low. Bloom is on, screen space reflections is off, subsurface scattering is off, hair strands are normal, graphic dismemberment is on, persistent corpses is few, corpse physics is high, diverse enemy animations is on, motion blur is on, rain quality high, terrain on, destructible environments is on, lens flare is on, lens distortion is off, depth of field is on, resource intense lighting quality is high, and resource intense effects quality is low. Oh, my kids keep dropping stuff on my head. It's so fun. So fun. Just hear a random crash out of nowhere. The Xbox Ally X comes in white. No, the Xbox Ally comes in white, Lucy. The Xbox Ally X is black only. It's kind of it's following the same theme as the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. Xbox Ally X only comes in black, but they actually did put out a white one. Never mind. False. Digital. That's false. Now it's false now, but that's what the thought was at first initially. See, it really isn't giving me my anything other than the frame time, and that GPU seeing at 99% is crazy. We don't have CPU boost on or anything, so this mug is chugging. It is. We're gonna let it get its shaders up, and then we're gonna run around, and then we're gonna do it again, see if it changes anything. Look at that. Definitely might want to change the unique. Whew.
You gotta be kidding me.
This one definitely needs that CPU is getting tapped way too often, so we definitely need to lower some stuff even more than the Steam Deck looks like. How did she get in so fast? Okay. Yeah, that might be chopped cheese right now. Yeah, definitely need to lower the settings quite a bit. that a chicken? Did the chicken get me? I haven't changed anything yet because I'm waiting for shaders and stuff like that to compile. But it's clear that this system is having a hard time with all the physics and stuff that I'm pushing on it. So it may need to have a lot more of a difference in settings between this and the Steam Deck, or maybe just lowering a few things. But it definitely is at 85%, which isn't great. While the GPU is tapped at 100. So we're gonna try to fix that here in a sec. Oh, I'm dead. All right. Target is 30. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. But you got to remember, Steam Deck is only at 15 TDP and it's at 800. Now, maybe going to 720p will be the missing link, but I think that is way too low of a resolution for it to be playable. So we're going to have to look at these settings more so than anything. All right, we might have to go back to the main menu to turn off some of this stuff. So let's do that. Not quit game. Yes. What's up with this audio? This is way lower than I expected. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go to graphics. And we're going to go to lower the textures down to medium. We're going to go down to medium on texture filtering. We're going to go to low on corpse physics. We're going to turn on rain quality down to low. And we're going to turn resource intense. We're going to leave that on actually. We're going to turn off we're going to turn off terrain. And we're going to turn off diverse enemy animations. Those are the three. I mean the four. And then we're gonna go in, take a look at that CPU utilization. We're trying to stay around 50, 45, 50, not 60, 80. 60 is okay, not 80, definitely not 70. It just tells me that we're hampering the performance on the GPU side. So, yeah, we still high. 60 is okay. But spikes up to 80 is kind of insane. That looked like it solved it. Are you serious? Dog, I cannot believe, there we go. God, playing me. Ooh. He come in anyway.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
what? He's still alive. Oh, cool. All right, let's continue. So I think that with those quick little changes, we are able to get to a solid 30. And I'm pretty sure if we were to do the same, which I'm going to retest because I had to redo the software update on the Steam Deck. If we do those changes on there as well, we'll be able to get to a solid 30, especially if we are capping the frame rate. But seems pretty straightforward. CPU is not strong enough to kind of handle all of those things happening at once. So these are the settings as of now for the Xbox Ally and the Xbox and probably the Steam Deck as well. But here we go. 1600 by 900, 120 hertz, frame rate variable, full screen mode, VSync on, cinematic resolution is at full HD, FSR balance is what we're utilizing. We are at medium on the texture quality, medium on the texture filtering, which is trilinear, and then we have 0.5 on texture quality. Meshes are low, shadow quality is low, shadow cache is on, contact shadows are on, ambient occlusion is off, volumetric lighting is mid, particle lighting quality is low, bloom is on, screen space reflections is off, subsurface scattering is off, hair strands is normal, graphic dismemberment is on, persistent corpses is few, and then we have corpse physics at low, diverse enemy animation is off, motion blur is on, rain quality is low, terrain is off, destruction is still on, lens flare is on, lens distortion is off, depth of field is on, resource intense lighting quality is high, and then resource intense effect quality is low. Those are the settings. You expect a 30 FPS experience on that. Let's move back to the Steam Deck just to recheck those settings. Seeing if we can get even a 40 FPS experience on there. Maybe. Let's see. Appreciate the follow, Night City. Thank you, man. Hey, do you know about the Dark Biohazard mod? I do not, Eduardo. Not sure what that is. All right, let's go back to that Steam Deck. Again, I will be posting my first impressions on the Xbox Ally X today. I don't know what time, probably around 5-ish maybe. So I'll be on the lookout for that as well. Just talking about my initial experience as we kind of continue on that journey of figuring out whether or not it's going to be my favorite handheld. Yeah, this is the remake. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's take that. Let's take off the cap for now. Let's go into our graphics. 1280 by 800, full HD balance. We're going to switch this down to medium and medium. We're going to go to low on the volumetrics. No, I think I kept it at mid. We're going to go normal. Graphic dismemberment is still on. We had corpses are low. Diverse, that's off. Rain quality was low. Terrain off. Lens flare, all that stuff was still on. This one was still. Did we turn that off or we left it on high? I think we left it on high and turned off SSAO. Yeah. Alright, so here are the settings. Screen resolution 1280 by 800, refresh rate 90 Hertz, frame rate variable, display mode full screen, VSync is on, cinematic resolution is full HD, ray tracing is off, fidelity super resolution is balanced. We have textures at medium at 0.5 gigs, texture filtering is at medium at trilinear, mesh is low, shadows are low, shadow cache is on, contact shadows are on, ambient occlusion is off, volumetric lighting is mid, particle lighting quality is low, bloom is on, screen space reflections are off, subsurface scattering is off, hair strands are normal, graphic dismemberment is on, persistent corpses is few, corpse physics is low, diverse enemy animations is off, motion blur is on, rain quality is low, terrain is off, destructible environments is still on, lens flare is still on, lens distortion still off, depth of field is on, resource intense lighting quality is still high, and then we got resource intense effects quality is low. And the target here is 30 FPS, but with these settings we could possibly be seeing Steam Deck break out ahead of the Xbox Ally and get to a 40 FPS experience. We will see. Give it some time. Definitely not an 80 FPS experience. Looking like it's going to fall within that more 30 FPS experience, but a lot more stable, which is great. Bro, get off me. Kicker. Yep. Kicking.
Bill me for the repairs later.
Oh. Do I have Left 4 Dead? I think I got Left 4 Dead 2. It runs really well.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Anything Valve runs well on here. Only one that's really been having issues is Deadlock. Yeah, good. Oh.
Present for you. Here you go. Kidding me.
Bruh. Oh. Oh. We made it. I wanted to kill that guy, but we made it.
La campana. Hay que obedecerla.
Él nos invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sattler Todopoderoso. Where's everyone going? Bingo?
All right. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. Looking like we can get a 30 FPS experience across the
Look for a large windmill.
and we might be able to get away with quality now.
Windmill.
So that might be a extra benefit. We can get away with FSR quality on the Steam Deck, which will allow for a even better overall resolving picture. So that's good. We can get away with quality. We might be able to get away with quality on the Ally as well. It's always what you prefer though, so it really is up to you guys. I try to give you a good base to work with, and then you kind of go from there. But to me, this looks really good. This is more than playable on the go. You clearly can see that there's you can win in tough spots with these settings. 30 FPS. People pretend like they never play games at 30 FPS, but sure, you can pretend all you want. 30 FPS is a good, solid performance metric to hit, especially when you got a good, solid frame time. You get used to it, you can play with it, it's fine. Fidelity can be something that you can play around with if you want, you know, stuff to not look clear. Do what you got to do. But for me, I'm going to prioritize a balance between the two. So with that being said, 40 FPS is a target on the Xbox Ally X and Legion Go 2. Similar with the resolution and trying to make sure that the CPU isn't being strained. So not saying that the settings are like for like, but you can see those when I post the full video. But overall, I'll be back tomorrow with more games. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be playing Atomic Heart. I think that's the game I'm gonna be testing. But I'll let y'all know when I get back on. So see y'all tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, let me know if y'all got any suggestions in the comments or on the stream. I'd be more than happy to take a look at some of these games that may be a little bit more important to y'all as well. So appreciate the support. And I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.